In this podcast, I'm going to discuss holographics, augmented reality, RFIDs, and the power of social media. But why is the use of technology in events so valued in this day and age? Well, because as events managers, the aim is to create a great experience, and to do so we must capture the event goer's imagination. In order to engage audiences, we must show them something spectacular, something that they haven't seen before, and new technologies allow us to do just that. Goldblatt states, special effects at events are used to attract attention, generate excitement, and sustain interest. Holographics creates a virtual element to an event. Holographics have become widely adopted throughout the events industry due to their ability to stun audiences and capture the imagination of the masses. An example of this is the Diesel Catwalk show in 2008, where giant aquatic sea creatures from the deep amazed audiences, as well as performances at Coachella starring the late Tupac, which created major buzz emphasizing how much the technology has come along. Yet Japan took the idea of holographics to another level. In a failed attempt to gain a bid to host the 2022 World Cup, they promoted the idea of holographic broadcasts of matches to stadiums in 208 countries. This would have allowed viewers to feel as though the match was taking place in front of their eyes. Augmented reality makes the boring unusual. The whole idea behind adopting this technology is to attract, retain, and engage with consumers through an immersive experience. Online luxury retailer Net-a-Porter used the technology to aid the launch of a new collection with 5 augmented reality enhanced shopping events across the globe. Crowds gathered at window locations in Paris, New York, London, Berlin and Sydney for the chance to witness the spectacle and to nab some free merchandise from the collection designed by Karl Lagerfeld. This brings me on to my next topic. There's been a lot of buzz around RFIDs in the events world, and rightly so. RFID stands for Radio Frequency Identification, with the most famous use case being the Oyster card, used by millions of Londoners every day on public transport. Festival goers have seen the technology in new microchip wristbands in action at major events in Europe ahead of the summer festival season in the UK. The use of wristbands has some pros. For example, it can effectively improve festival efficiency by making entry to the festival quicker and easier, abolishing the lengthy and experience dampening waits found with old-fashioned forms of tickets. As well as this, it can also remove ticket fraud. The wristbands can also be loaded with cash to pay for goods on site. However, many do fear that the introduction of wristbands will make festivals too commercialized. Coca-Cola recently implemented the same idea, however the wristbands were known as Facebook bracelets at the Coca-Cola Village. When the guests arrived, they were given a bracelet ID which transmitted an RFID signal, which they could then program with their Facebook login, and they could like activities and places in the real village, and their actions would show up on Facebook instantly. Goldblatt states, we, being the event goers, must be actors in decorating the dream world, in order for an event to be attention sustaining, and technology like this allows us to do so. Use of technology to link into Facebook brings me on to my next topic, the internet and social media. Though the internet is not new, the way in which we use it is. As of September 2013, 73% of online adults are now using social networking sites. Gone are the days when event organisers wanted everyone to turn off their phones. On the contrary, they want audiences to engage on all levels with their social media accounts. This forms free publicity and widens awareness for the event. It also allows for post-evaluation, because experiences don't end when the event is over. When event goers get home, they check social media not only to see if their experience was shared by others, but also to carry on the discussion. I believe the future of events is the wider use and implementation of Google Glasses. The most exciting thing about Google Glasses for event attendees is that gathering information, contacts and content as you experience the event becomes even easier. Wearing a device like Google Glasses means you're able to pay attention to the event while still building up your digital database for later on. And for event organisers, Google Glasses could make hands-free event organisation a reality. Also, it means that organisers can create an even more immersive event by utilising the technology. Thanks for watching my podcast.